Well, hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us for another Shackley Monday, not March Madness. I guess it's Monday Madness now. We're going to talk about tax tips. Tax tips is one of those fun things. Taxes are a fun thing. The whole idea is that we're here to share with you some thoughts and ideas. Again, talk with your accountant or your bookkeeper to find out the rest of the story, but we just want to give you some things to think about and understand that if you're joining us and you're looking at potentially having a kind of a side gig or side hustle, this is a great way to be able to help in getting more money back from your full-time job.
Yeah, we've got friends who have gotten $3,000 to $6,000 back on their regular job because of their side gig.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and get started. And this is Marty and Cheryl Turner. We are master coordinators with Shackley, and we love that we run a home-based business. One of the big things is that when you find a good home-based business, you also need to find a good home-based business tax accountant, someone who understands that is not only from a bookkeeping standpoint, not necessarily you have to have this, big buck CPA, but they need to understand your business, because if they normally just work with W-2 employees, then they're going to be questioning a lot of tax returns, and we don't want that. So the tax advantages alone for most people are worth starting and running a business. I mean, I know people that are making tons of money, and if they just had a side gig working with us, even if they didn't make a ton of money, but had the intent to make money, they could write off tens of thousands of dollars.
And buy some powerful nutrition at wholesale.
There you go. That's good. The average person could write off, as Cheryl said, between $3,000 to $6,000 more just by running a home-based part-time business, let alone if you really run it like a business, how much more you could make and write off. And if you don't make a lot of money, then you definitely, in your current, job or business, you need the tax breaks. And if you make a lot of money, you definitely need the tax breaks.
Really need the breaks.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that said, let's go on and talk a little bit more about, of course, we don't want to make all that money and then throw it away. So talk a little bit more about the legitimacy of the deductions.
And a lot of people don't claim all their legitimate deductions because they don't know about them. They don't know how to track them. And I wasn't very good at this at first, but I kept receipts and I just threw them all in a box, so I'd have them. And you can convert money that you're already spending on your mortgage, utilities, your auto, your kids, etc., into write-offs. And who says so? The IRS and the Direct Selling Association.
That's right.
These are legal tax deductions. Pay yourself first. Reinvest in you. You're your most important asset. You can get a 20% deduction on something they call QUID, which is a qualified business income deduction for people who are self-employed. And that's the net amount of that qualified income, gains, deductions, and loss from a qualified trade or business. Again, talk to a tax accountant for more information on that.
Yeah, we are not tax accountants. We are not tax attorneys, nor do we play one on TV. So this is just information. What you do with it is totally up to you, but hopefully it will inspire you to learn more and understand what this is all about, because documentation beats conversation.
That's right.
So document all your expenses. And guys, you own a business, and be excited about that. And as a small business owner, you're going to have a number of different tax deductions that you're normally not used to from the days of just working for someone else. They are legal and ethical, as Cheryl talked about. Most everyone and everything that you spend money on to grow your business is a tax write-off. So think about the marketing, think about the samples, think about doing an in-home, think about some of the people who used to do and spend a lot of money doing trade shows. All the things you do, including, miles, meals, entertainment, and travel. We'll talk more about that. You can now qualify to deduct those things that you're already spending money on, which is really, to me, a wonderful lifestyle thing, because you can keep more of your money and let your money go to work for you and enjoy it. And by the way, the tax code is designed to give business owners tax breaks that you don't get in a job. And so one of the cool things that we recommend for people is to learn this and continue to get better each and every year. You'll be amazed at just that alone, for a lot of people, is worth starting a business.
Yeah, and a lot of people do it all online. They get one of the programs and I haven't done that yet. I need to do that, but I do save all of the monthly documents and things like that. So I have, evidence of overhead. We want to keep good receipts and good records. So you can have a simple filing system. A 3-ring binder works if you don't have a file drawer. Just set up a file for every month of the year, but you can go to the office supply stores. You can probably go on Amazon or online and buy them very inexpensively now, those banker boxes. That's what we used to have.
Yeah.
And set up a file for every month of the year. Save every receipt that has anything to do with your business, even food and things for your business parties. Like if you're having friends over and you're going to talk about the business, that's a business meeting. And a distributor who keeps those receipts and takes advantages of those tax breaks will stay in the business much longer than one who doesn't. So it's important to know these things and to be able to share them with people you're sharing the business with.
Absolutely. And knowing that you could use technology, when you get those receipts, a lot of people lose them. They don't know what categories to put them in. They have software now from your smartphone or scanners that can keep track of all that for you. And here's a really big pro tip. Put all of your business expenses on a business credit card, and preferably one that gives you air miles or points. Because for me and Cheryl, we're like gold and platinum now, not because we were able to fly so much last year, but because we put so much of what we spent on our businesses on our Delta Sky Rewards card.
He has a card for his real estate business, and I have a card for the Shackley business.
Right.
So, and we keep those separate.
There you go. All right, awesome. So let's talk a little bit more about deductions and understanding the number one thing that has changed in 2020 and also 2021, and it will actually also be good through 2022, is 100% of your business meals are now 100% write-off. So before it was kind of like 50%. So it's like you're getting reimbursed or you're able to write off for your guest. Yeah. But now, and look, if family members are customers, if family members are distributors, if friends are distributors or customers, and you're talking about your business, doing a strategy session, might be your monthly board meeting, whatever it happens to be, go out and enjoy a nice meal and have it as a write-off because it's related to your business. And then home office space. Again, you're going to have to talk to your tax accountant or bookkeeper about this, but typically it's going to be a percentage of that area. Now, it has to be a designated area. Before they were saying if you had like a day bed in there or an ironing board, you couldn't write it off. Now, as long as the main purpose is to run your business and you can actually shut a door, that becomes your home office. So a spare bedroom, it couldn't just be a little corner area of your living room or dining room. That doesn't count.
Or the bedroom.
That's right.
Which was my office for a few years.
That's right. That's true. And the other thing that's cool about that is that you'll then be able to take a percentage of your mortgage payment, your real estate taxes, any of the utilities, the maintenance, and repairs that you're doing. And one of the big things too, because we are talking about home office, is all of the office equipment. But before we do that, let's talk a little bit about the mileage, because the big ones that I always tell people about is miles, meals, and entertainment. And so mileage, keep records. Now, I use an app called Mileage IQ or Mile IQ, excuse me, and it keeps track of all the miles so that at the end of the day, then I can swipe right or swipe left, whether it's personal or business, rather than having to write it in an old school, little.
Like I had those spiral notebooks.
Ledger book, yeah. And so the rate for 2021 is 56 cents a mile, which is awesome.
Yeah.
In 2022, coming up here, it's going to be 58 and a half.
Wow.
As of course, gas is going up.
Yeah.
Now, we talked about office supplies. Think about all the things from Post-it notes to pens, postage, shipping, your smartphone that you're buying, your laptop that you're getting, the furniture, like the new chair, and of course, even your services. So with your cell phone, even though you may use it for some personal, the purpose for that phone, hello, everyone, is so that you can operate your business conveniently from your smartphone, because we have great technology for a business. And so all that stuff is a write-off, including things such as business travel. Now, that's typically business travel is designated as an overnight stay. Now, you may want to take the per diem. Oftentimes, between what you get for meals and lodging is going to be, unless you're spending a lot of money at a restaurant and you're staying in a really nice hotel, the per diem might actually help you more for that write-off. And then, of course, there's all the different publications and different books that you can buy for personal development that are, of course, related to business, are all business deductions. So I hope this gets you going, because this list literally would be 10 times longer if we itemized every single thing.
These are just some ideas. Again, find a good tax accountant.
Yep, absolutely. All right. Well, Cheryl, talk a little bit about some of the other business deductions.
Well, some of the other things like conference. educational expenses,
Yes.
Licenses, and that's just for us. That's like when you upgrade to distributor, or if you want to sign go with an online training program. Legal and accounting fees, again, that tax accountant is tax deductible. A percentage of self-employment tax, samples, and I give a lot of samples out, and business tools, advertising, online expenses,
Yeah.
all of them are 100% deductible.
The Zoom cost and
Yep.
your marketing and your social media stuff, all of it is a write-off, including things such as gifts to clients. Now, here's the thing, $25. Now, that does not include the shipping or the postage. That's just the gift part. But a better way to do that is to reward clients, customers, and distributors with prizes, because then there's no limit.
I love that.
So there you go. So when we're giving away that wonderful stuff for March Madness, that's not going to be a gift. That's going to be a prize.
That's an award.
That's
Yep,
an award.
you earned
Absolutely.
it.
Absolutely. And then, of course, hiring kids and grandkids. There's a lot of things that you're going to be doing. So rather than just giving them an allowance,
Right.
put them to work in your business. They can help you with social media. They can help you get organized. And you could pay them like $50 an hour, $30 an hour. Again, check with your accountant. But what they're actually doing might actually only make them $5 an hour.
Right.
And that differential you could put into an interest-bearing account or a college fund or an investment account for them.
Right.
Even though they can't have access to it, you paid that money to someone. And just because it's your kid or grandkid doesn't mean you can't write it off.
And it doesn't have to be a kid or grandkid. It can be a friend.
That's right.
Or just hire somebody. In fact, now you can get a lot of online support too.
Yep, absolutely.
But again, we can't say it enough. Find a tax accountant. Are you guys excited? I am so excited about next Wednesday, probably because I know all the announcements. There's some really good things coming.
Yeah, Miss MEC over here.
At 8 p.m. Eastern. So in Central at 7 or 5 p.m. Pacific. Whatever you're doing, make sure you get on that broadcast. And if you can't be on it, you can watch it later, but get your team on it, because the more people who are on it live, the more excited they're going to get, and the better return you are going to get on the time you spend talking to people about it. And then, of course, we're really excited about the big party in Kansas City, right, baby?
Woo, absolutely. Let's crank it up.
It's not very loud now, is it?
Oh, boy. All right. Not sure what happened.
Oh, I think I did that. Go over there. Yeah, I turned it down. We talk about it every week and we never played it. Now we got it. Check with people. Get me some.
I love it. All right. So coming up, guys, Global Conference, Kansas City, August 4th through the 6th. Be there. It's going to be a really, really good time.
We want all of you to be there. We are looking for a good rib joint right now. So
there you go.
It's going to be so much fun. And again, you guys, it's your money. So document everything. There's Absolutely. A huge difference between making money and keeping it.
Very good. Awesome. All right. Well, with that, we appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for taking a look and listening to what we're so excited about. Even taxes can be fun. So get back with the person who thought enough to share this video with you, this link, talk with your tax accountant, bookkeeper, and I hope this will help you understand more benefits beyond just the health and wellness part,
right,
but also the wealth and tax reduction part of owning and operating your own business. So with that, take care, guys, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Bye, guys.